podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day
nobody say, man, Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar over. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
Good morning, TBV.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Let's go. It's Friday, bitches. And we got a lot to talk about, man. It was turkey, wobble, wobble. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Inhale the smoke and let the chest fill it up with the lungs, you know? Fill it up, fill up the lungs with that nice smoke that's gonna get you through your day, just like TBV Podcast, hashtag TBV Podcast. Man, we got a jam-packed day. That's how we doing it around here. It's no longer jam-packed shows. It's jam-packed days that get you through your day. So first up, we're going to be talking Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones, what seems to be the biggest fight of this weekend. Now, the reason that we're back on this topic is because Triller is, it's Trill, like you guys in the Texas, so it's Triller. You know what I mean? So they're Triller than any other network. You see how I did that? But anyway, they will no longer seek to stage big Mike Tyson fights in the future in California just because they already had it up to here. And obviously this is a video and audio podcast, so those that aren't watching right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, I am kind of giving the USS Cunningham, you know what I mean? Like I had it up to here. We fed up with California and the Athletic Commission and Andy Foster, man. They out here. Listen, you don't keep the baddest man in the planet away from the ring when he really wants to get back in the ring. Iron Mike Tyson has the world really on pins and needles. Like, everybody is talking about it. You know, celebrities, professionals, legends. Everyone wants to know how's he going to look after 15 years. But Andy Foster has made himself popular. Like, we know his name. We're shooting his name around as if he's a fighter. And that's what's going on. I think that's what's got the executives over at, Triller very upset. One, Ryan Kavanaugh feels that Andy's comments have been specifically said to cause not only confusion on the wake of the Tyson-Roy Jones fight, but also kind of to enhance his own reputation off the back of Tyson's name, kind of downplaying the pay-per-view, keeping his name relevant. I never really seen an Athletic Commission executive look to be popular. So I don't know if this is just slick words on the producers and executives of Triller, knowing that they kind of messed up by saying no knockdowns and all that stuff. But they blaming it on Andy. They saying, look, we never said that. We never said that. And then they going as far as saying that Andy never said that. They said that there's a lot of lies going around, but that this fight is commissioned by California now. And that there are State Athletic Commission people going to be there superseding this fight. So I'm a little confused. I guess the only good news for you guys, and obviously my co-host, is there has always been knockdowns and knockouts, and there will most definitely be any if they can do it to each other. You know what I mean? But Francis, buenos dias. What's up, champ?
Good morning. What's going on, everybody out there? I'm saying thank you to the man upstairs for another one, allowing us to be here. You know what I'm saying? Talk boxing. This morning we talking Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and Triller. Triller being in a lot of, you know what I'm saying, different back and forth. Shout out to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, all over the world, whether you're listening or whether you're watching. Go ahead and dust your feet off, wash your hands, and hit that, smash that subscribe button and the like button. You know what I'm saying? The thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility and the growth of the show. But yo, right now, listen, man, there's a lot of back and forth going on, but with these two big names, I'm not surprised that there's so much controversy surrounding this. You know what I'm saying? They secured the money, but they didn't secure everything else, and it took them late. Probably this week is when they decided to secure, you know what I mean, the commission and to get the proper rules in. But all they wanted to do is to have Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, in my opinion, commit to a fight, and they would take care of the rest. And as you can see, it's just unfolding in that way, in my opinion. How do you see it?
I mean, I think that
yeah, they
no, I think that it could have started off as an exhibition, and it evolved into what it was. They didn't expect the world to be as excited, turned on,
which is crazy.
You know, anxious and anticipating this fight. They didn't expect it.
It's
so
Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, Ness.
Yeah, but they're dealing.
You know what I'm saying?
They're dealing California. You know what I'm saying? They feel like he's trying to build a name off the back of him, man. You hear me?
You froze, so I only heard the back end of what you said.
Oh,
I froze. Sorry.
Nah, it probably was me. So they're saying basically that Andy is just trying to make a name off Tyson, man. That there was no confusion, that the State Athletic Commission was always there, and always gonna be present. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. They secured either funds, or they secured, you know what I'm saying, themselves as being attached to Tyson, and that's another person trying to take from Tyson and what he brings to the table. And that's why I said the person would be crazy not to think Mike Tyson and Roy Jones being two huge names in boxing and huge names in sports, period, and entertainment wouldn't draw numbers is beyond me. Is beyond me for them to not even have foresight to see that, you know what I mean, and to make sure that everything is properly sanctioned, everything is properly taken care of. Exhibitions, it doesn't really matter. Exhibition can be properly taken care of too. You know what I mean? The WBC stepped in. Why didn't they try and make sure that everything was, they got a belt? They didn't know that. What they did? They know there was a commission? Are they handing out belts without commissions for exhibition fights? Do you know? That's because I don't have no idea.
They're definitely handing out belts, man. There's going to be a frontline belt. I don't know if it's coming from the commission, you know what I mean? But I think that the big story here is, because of one man, an entire state might not get to be live at a Tyson fight again. They're saying they're looking not to do another Tyson fight in Cali, and instead they're going to be looking at Texas and Las Vegas. So shout out to Texas, man. They keep getting all the big fights.
Because Texas sanctions a lot of fights, man. Doesn't matter what the situation is. So that's the place to go. And the boxing fans over there are thick, man. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, man.
You easily can get 100,000. Yo, if Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson was to fight at AT&T Stadium or the Alamo Dome, how much fans you think they'd bring? I think they easy. If they had fans, they could easily draw 50,000.
I don't know, man.
Easy.
50,
easy
50,
draw 50.
Yeah, 50, I think.
Easy.
Yeah, 50.
If we were allowed fans like normal fans, hell yeah. Roy Jones, Mike Tyson? One more time?
I could see
it's
50.
one more time, right? That's that's like the nostalgic part of it. It's Mike Tyson. You seen him fight one more time.
And that's I think the big blow in this situation is that, we're not getting to be there live, man. Like, this is Mike's first fight back in a long time, and
15 years.
I'm pretty sure everybody would have wanted to be
in the building.
Building, man. There's a lot of people. It's like Supermax said, damn, that's when you started this show. Did you ever think that you would be calling a live Mike Tyson fight or a comeback? And, the obvious answer to that is no. I thought Tyson was done. You know what I mean? I thought he was finished with boxing. I mean, he's been out of the ring 15 years. But that's what a lot of experts are saying. The casual fans are stuck in the 80s and 90s, and they thinking that they're going to get Iron Mike Tyson, and that person is allegedly gone right now. What do you say to that? Like, because it's been so long since Iron Mike, could we not see not even a glimpse?
Hell, listen. There's just some people. That's why I asked you the question about the fighters the other day about being generational talents. You have some that are just generational talent and some that are just once in a lifetime. And Mike Tyson is a once in a lifetime type of talent. Like, it doesn't matter how old he is, he turns on that switch. It switches on. We're gonna see vintage, late career Mike Tyson, not early career, late career Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, Mitty, obviously, our UK
and that's
co-host,
my opinion. Yeah.
He feels like it's a war words between the commissioner of the California State Athletic Commission and Kavanaugh, who works for Triller, and I agree. I agree because somewhere there's been a miscommunication. Someone is saying,
just follow the money, Ness. Just follow the money, Ness.
But what you mean by that? The money is Triller.
That's what I'm saying. Just follow the money. So here's what the deal is. I told you they once they secured the money to get the fight done, then they decided they kind of worked backwards. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to get the money for the fight, in my opinion, and they worked backwards with getting everything. But those things take time, and you remember COVID and stuff is happening, so the movement of everything is a little bit slower. They not doing this stuff before. They never anticipated all the hurdles that they would have to go through with the date coming up so close, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see it? Like, do you understand where I'm
going?
No,
I'm with you. I think that's what I said, that they didn't expect it for it to be this big. Like, everyone knew who Mike Tyson was, and maybe Triller did, because they did pay $50 million for the television rights. So maybe they expected it. And this is even more overwhelming. I know there was people saying that it's some of this is fake news to drum up interest, but I don't know, man. I think this shit got mad buzz.
Lomachenko did what he had to do. He did what he did. Doesn't reflect on me. He had the WBC championship.
Tio, how you talking? We ain't talking Lomachenko, Tio. Yo, Lomachenko, he talking about, he mad that Tyson, I guess, is gonna have a bigger win than him. If he beats Roy, he got a bigger win than Tio, man.
So you don't think we're gonna see some type of glimpse of Mike Tyson?
Iron Mike from the 80s and 90s, absolutely not.
Not early Mike, late Mike.
I don't know. People asking me, my man Canna asking me, did I see the footage? I mean, if you ain't talking about something that's on his IG, I did not see it.
So
I did not see it.
I just think Triller dropped the ball. Well, whoever is involved, I don't even say Triller, but whoever is involved with making the decisions and drop the ball here, man, by not making sure that everybody, all the ducks were lined up before they went to production with this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's give some facts here, man.
Please, thank you.
So, firstly, Ryan Kavanaugh has become enraged with Foster's comments. They came in the wake of confusion of the rules of Tyson's clash with Roy Jones Jr. Foster, who is Andy Foster, the executive director of the California Athletic State Commission, has been accused of seeking to enhance his reputation off the back of Tyson's name by downplaying the pay-per-view. Quotes attributed to Foster's what is his name again? Kavanaugh. Oops.
Yeah.
Who have moved to clarify that the knockouts are allowed. So basically, we're still in the air. Some people saying there are knockouts, others saying that there aren't knockouts. Kavanaugh, who works for Triller, he's saying there's always been knockouts. But now Kavanaugh promises to certainly look elsewhere for venues if Iron Mike competes again. Now, the big key word here is if Iron Mike competes again or stages bouts as part of his Legends Only League. So you got to remember, off the back of this fight, we're going to get more Legends fights. We might get, Ricky Hatton back and Evander Holyfield back. They might even convince Lennox Lewis to come back for one of these exhibitions, right? And I quote, that commissioner, Andy Foster, who stated I had not had a direct discussion with him, but we've been told by the people who do that it was him trying to make a name for himself in a magazine, Kavanaugh explained to Variety. So, again, and I quote, it's unfortunate because we wanted to bring more big fights to California, but now, because of him, we will probably take that to Vegas and Texas. So, I think for us, Vegas, probably cheaper. You know what I mean? Probably cheaper. Definitely cheaper to get to from the east. And, longer flight, but cheaper hotel rooms,
Staying where?
If you go to Vegas for any Tyson Future fights instead of California.
Yeah, like where though? Like, cause I'm sure the what's it called? Man, can't remember the hotel right now. It's pretty expensive, but what hotels do you stay at?
I mean, there's plenty of hotels in Vegas. Unless you're talking about COVID shutdowns, then that's just a whole different argument. I'm assuming next year, we're gonna have, God is good, and we're gonna be liberated from this lockdowns and ridiculousness. But Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones rules. Concluding on further rules and the fact that 12-ounce gloves will be used instead of 10, he stated. The California State Athletic Commission approved the fight. They will have a ref there. The ref will be overseeing the fight under are all normal fight professional rules with a few exceptions. That's the gloves, like putting in an extra Kleenex between two trucks crashing. So basically they're talking about the gloves is the only exception, and that these rules are under the State Athletic Commission, and that there will be a ref there from the State Athletic Commission as well. So I don't know, a lot of confusion, a lot of back and forth, and it's been fight week. So I kind of want to give Mitty maybe his credit and say maybe he's right. I know he came out on one of these earlier shows that we did earlier this week, and he said, all this is just to drum up interest. I think it was when the pre-sale broke. When they initially released the press release that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones set the pay-per-view pre-sales, or rather broke the pay-per-view pre-sale record. I think that's when Mitty said, that this might be fake news, strategically put out there to build interest in this fight. I don't know if that's true based off the attention that we get when we do these shows on Tyson. I think that Tyson just brings them out.
Definitely, because he's a legend, man. He's a legend. And when you say them out, we're not just talking about boxing fans. He brings out the actresses, the actors, the entertainers. Everybody comes out. I don't care what walks of life. You know who Mike Tyson is. If Mike Tyson is in the ring, you want to see it, and you want to see if you can get there early to check out Mike. Man, this is Iron Mike and Roy Jones Jr., Mr. Flashy, y'all must have forgot. I don't know how these promoters. Maybe they need us promoting, because they dropping the ball on this one, man. This is a huge. I told you, everybody over 40 is on Roy Jones. put it like this. As what you said, when you woke up from your nap, right? You had it on your TV.
Yeah.
Yo, it's all over my TV. It's
all
on the phone.
over.
My wife was showing me. Look at this.
Websites.
Yo, they're advertising.
Websites hard. They got mad Google banner ads on everything. Now, obviously, I only search predominantly boxing, so maybe I'm targeted, you know, because this, you know, technology has gotten to the level where they follow keywords and keystrokes. So maybe it's specific to me because I'm already a boxing fan. But I think that they're spending money on advertisement, man. They're doing their thing, man. You know, speaking of doing their thing, we trying to do ours. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. It's going to help this show grow. It's going to put this particular episode in the eyes of other fans. Let them know that we talk boxing here every single day, multiple times a day, scheduled all the time at 9 a.m., every Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m., and spontaneously throughout that every single day, multiple times a day. We're talking Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones and how Triller, one's own Ryan Kavanaugh, is furious with the lies that have been told about this fight and vows never to bring back Mike Tyson to California. So it looks like for Vegas, you get the Mike Tyson in the Legends League treat. Can you imagine he takes a stance and he doesn't bring any legends to Cali?
That would be crazy. That'd be crazy if that happens.
Andy might have to come out and publicly apologize, man. You can't risk not getting an Evander versus Lennox Lewis Legends League fight, man. You tripping?
You can't. Man. And I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, Tarver probably want to get back in there with Roy and get his bag. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fights out there to, like, you know, Oscar's itching to get back in, and maybe he can get back in there with somebody around his age. Like, there's a lot of fights, yo.
And Tarver, you know, little free advice, maybe he should look to get in the Legends League so that he could give some clout to his 1-0 heavyweight, you know, who he's working with.
Yep. And his new gym that he just opened, Signature, you know, boxing. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Big stuff going on in boxing right now, and this is like, I guess you would kind of say this is the first step for the legends to step up and want to get back in there against people their age and compete at like half speed instead of full speed. You understand what I mean? Because I feel like boxing might not have like an over 35 league where if you're over 35 or over 40, you compete. You know what I mean? Everybody compete, and they make it safer, whether it's headgears or 16-ounce gloves. But just have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can make it safer with headgear and 16-ounce gloves, but they can't ask people not to throw power. Like, that's just something that's very difficult to get done, man. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Instincts are instincts.
So.
You know, but yeah, man, I guess tell me what you're most excited about now that this fight is a day away, man. We're hours away from this. What are you most excited about? And I guess your final thoughts so we could go out to the people, man.
Yo, what I'm most excited about, real honestly, is seeing Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., man. Two legends of the sport, getting back in there, lacing them up, putting on their, you know what I'm saying, their custom fit. I'm looking forward to it, man. Whether Mike is going no robe, no socks, or he's wearing robe with socks, like, I love it. Roy Jones coming out to his own song. It's all about the event, the show that we always talk about. Put boxing in a good light. Take over the world for a night. Stop the world for a night with these two legends colliding. That's what I'm loving. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag boxing wins, man. That's my final thought. I just want it to be a competitive fight and both fighters come out safe to go back to their families and continue to build the sport that I love and I know we all love. That's my final thoughts. Let's get to the callers. But before that, you know, we got to get to the sponsors. So finish your final thought and then we go to the sponsors. Okay, I'll do the sponsors right now. So, yo, listen, man, shout out to the sponsors right now. What you want to do? You want me to go to the sponsors? Do you want to finish your thought? Cool. All right, shout out to the sponsors to making our Border Wars 9 event very, very possible. Border Wars 9 is going to take place December 5th, which is just under a week. Under a week to go. In Dallas, Texas. Same night, Earl Spence will be taking on Danny Garcia. We will be competing in the ring. Shout out to all the fighters who are going to be stepping forward. And the sponsors, Last Stand Podcast. Brian Custer of Last Stand Podcast. Thank you very much for being a sponsor. Thank you very much for giving us the content that we need to dissect in the sport of boxing and in the entertainment world. Shout out to Big Rig Trucking Agency, Big Rig Trucking Insurance Agency. For all the truckers out there, go ahead and check out Big Rig Trucking Agency for your insurance needs. They might have something out there for you. Also, shout out to wirelessbudshop.com. Wirelessbudshop.com. It's that time of the year where you might want to get something for yourself, get something for your loved ones.
50% off for this entire month. He said, man, F Black Friday. We doing the whole Black Month off, man. So 50% off right now. You can literally get those Johns for like $30, man. You could do stocking stuffers all day. Yo, you can buy all your kids earbuds and knock it out the park. Whose kid doesn't have an iPhone or an Android or some sort of tablet that they need to wirelessly connect to, Bluetooth? You know, you ain't got to hear none of them kid stuff anymore. Hook it up, wirelessbudshop.com. 50% off. That's crazy. Plus, you might even get that extra 15 if you use the code TBV, man. Who knows, man? You might as well try, man. Forget Black Friday. It's Black Month with J Hardcore and wirelessbudshop.com.
There we go. Thank you very much. Also, we got No Label. Shout out to Spencer Furion, Rob Stanley of No Label Sports Management, a managing company that deals with boxers and soccer players, football players, for those who are in the UK for right now. Shout out to them for being a sponsor. Go check out their page, nolabelsportsmanagement.com. Spencer Furion and Rob Stanley. Shout out to War Tape. Shout out to War Tape, going to be a part of our Border Wars sponsorship for our fights. Our fighters are going to have their beautiful hands wrapped with their tapes. Thank you very much for all that you're doing for this beautiful event that we're having. Yeah, shout out to Undisputed Boxing Gear. Undisputed Boxing Gear, our very own Mario Munguia put on the white and gold pair. You know what I'm saying? And he performed very well. Shout out to him. Shout out to Undisputed Boxing Gear. Fighters are going to get an opportunity to go home with a pair if you win your bout. Also, we got Kendall Holt, Holt.boxing.glove on IG. Also, KendallHoltBoxing.com. Check him out. He's going to be sponsoring an event as well. Thank you very much to him and all that he is doing for this particular event. Also, shout out to Xavier Miller for making a connection with Bravos.com. Go ahead and check out Bravos.com. They're giving us the Alpha line, the white and gold pair of headgear and 16-ounce gloves for our fighters to potentially go home with if they win their bouts. Also, shout out to Adrian Clark of Protect Yourself at All Time. He's partnered up with Everlast to make sure our fighters get all their 16-ounce glove and headgear for their bouts protected and safe. Shout out to Adrian Clark. Check out his book, Dark Horse, A Manager's Memoir. Shout out to Adrian Clark for also being a sponsor of this beautiful event that we're having here. Also, I want to shout out El Camino Electrical. You can't forget El Camino Electrical. Thank you very much for everything that you're doing. El Camino Electrical is also sponsoring our next 4 Border Wars events in 2021 already. So if you're thinking about being a sponsor, you don't have to wait till 2021. You can start today. Just hit us up on IG at the Boxing Voice, theboxingvoice.com. You can find us there as well too. Or NSGTO on IG. Next up, Sports Talk on Twitter and IG. So yeah, thank you very much. Anybody that I leave out? Oh yeah, I can't forget No Doubt Trout, Austin, No Doubt Trout. Thank you very much for your sponsorship for our Border Wars event. Marlon So Icy, thank you very much for also you sponsoring our Border Wars event. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's making this possible. All the sponsors, all the Patreons, all of you. You also make it very possible. Shout out to you.
Word, man. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, don't forget to do so. It helps with the visibility of the show. Lets us know that you appreciate us coming back multiple times a day, bringing you different topics to discuss throughout the day. We will be talking Canelo at 11 and the fact that there is no rehydration clause for his fight with the very huge 168-pounder, the #1 super middleweight, the Ring Magazine, the Super WBA, the Muhammad Ali Trophy winner, the WBC Diamond holder, Callum Smith. So we're going to be discussing the fact that that fight has no rehydration clause and how we're pretty sure the haters are going to say Dazn is lying for Canelo. Then we're coming right back at around 1:30 for Daniel Jacobs versus Gabriel Rosado previews and prediction fight. This is Jacobs' last fight on Dazn, so things just got interesting. And we're looking to have his trainer, we're looking to have his manager, who does all the, decision making, Keith Conley, on the show, so we could talk a little bit about Adam Kavanaugh ever since that knockout. We haven't heard from him, and obviously, Daniel Jacobs and what direction they may or may not be leaning, man. What's looking the biggest for them out there, That's what I want to know. But yeah, man, we're going to be talking boxing all day. Plus, we got live fight chats. I mean, today's actually the Gabe Rosado fight, so we're going to be doing a live fight chat on that as well. And we'll be back tomorrow with the Dubois live fight chat. And today, what time is the Tony Yoka? I want to do that if we could do that. Tony Yoka's today.
Yes, it is.
And it's on ESPN Plus, man. I'm still paying for that. At least they got me. They giving me good fights, man. The Zone trying to get your money's worth last month. They're like, yo, sign up now because December's a decent month. It's like, dog, what have you done for me lately? You know what I mean? They ain't gave me nothing.
Yeah, call at 3 o'clock.
What
3
happened?
o'clock. 3 o'clock.
What, for Yoka?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we should be a Vel, man. We got to do a little
3
Yoka.
o'clock, man.
Little Yoka and what's the name of this, my man? The Frenchman? Daniel
Christian
Duopa?
Hammer.
Oh, it's not Duopa? Damn, he already
Christian
fought
Hammer.
Duopa?
No, I think there was it might have been a switch, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, you never know. This dude out here beating people up in France. He be having fights like 8 weeks. He might have already fought Duopa and slotting in Hammer, but damn, Hammer? Okay, I'm even more excited. Hammer didn't get stopped by.
Yeah, he did. He knocked out Duopois.
Oh, okay. So he's fighting. So wait, did Hammer get knocked out by Luis Ortiz, or did that go 12 or 10?
Yo, I think that went. Let me check right now.
I mean, Hammer ain't look as good as himself since that Fury fight. That's when he was like in the best shape, maybe. But anyway, we're going to go out to these sponsors real quick. Open up these phone lines. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
They saying it went to UD for Ortiz, man.
Well, there you go.
There you go, man.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Man, y'all disrespectful, man. We had 117,084. So y'all telling me it's gonna take a whole week just to do 100 subs? Like, man, we should have been at like 199 right now.
So that's what I thought. I think it's a late switch because
they got he knocked out Duopa. So ain't no late switch. I mean, if it's a late switch, it's a late name change for someone else, but not for Duopa.
He knocked him on the first round.
Yeah, I wasn't even able to see the Duopa fight, man. I thought that was like now. But
remember, he knocked out Dave Allen too in the last round.
Yeah, man. No, he's on a tear, man. They saying he's the new boogeyman, man. They saying he's the new boogeyman. He's on a tear right now. He's ripping through a lot of common opponents. You know
28 too.
Yeah, he's young, bro. And he's with Virgil for a long time. I don't know if these fights in France are taking place with Verge. Like, is Verge going? No. So I don't know what's really up in terms of trainer. But remember the Midi, our French correspondent hailing from the UK, he's obviously on him, and he's saying it wasn't a late switch. He got the KO over Duopa. This is a new scheduled fight. Midi, But what about training with Verge while all these fights have been taking place in France? I'm assuming Virgil Hunter isn't traveling during the pandemic due to old age. I mean, they're more susceptible to getting the virus, allegedly. But let's open up the phone lines, man. We're going to go out to Coach J-Matt, start it off with a coach, and see what he thinks about these rules, I guess, right? What are we talking here once again? Oh, well, actually, what do you think about not I mean, I guess you won't care, right? So it's going to be specific to Californians. But obviously, the news is that Mike Tyson's event producers over at Triller will no longer seek to stage the former world champions fights in California following a row with executive director Andy Foster. Firstly, Ryan Kavanaugh has become enraged with Foster's comments. They came in the wake of the confusion over the rules with Tyson's clash with Roy Jones, where Foster has been accused of seeking to enhance his reputation off the back of Tyson's name by downplaying the pay-per-view. Downplaying the pay-per-view in the sense that they feel like it should have never been said that there weren't any knockouts, because that was never the case. This fight is now, today we found out this fight has always been commissioned and sanctioned by California, and that there will be a ref by California in the ring, and that there will be superseding this fight by the California State Athletic Commission outside of the 3 ex-fighter judges that the WBC appointed to score the fight. So just a lot of confusion. And I guess it just gives like Mitty more, I don't know, more. You just think about what he said a little bit more. Like, was this all just to keep you talking about this fight? Because honestly, before the confusion of whether or not it was knockouts, we didn't even do a show on it. Like, you know, in a long time. Ever since the confusion, it's been like, okay, confusion and knockouts. Oh, wow, they broke the numbers. And now this. So it's like we've been on this topic for a minute.
I hear you. I agree.
Anyway.
But I just want to know, hold on. I just want to know whether or not if he's fighting without Virgil, how much more does he actually need Virgil? If he's doing these type of things,
Oh,
the
you're
last
talking
couple
about
fights.
Yoka.
Yeah.
I mean, but those guys aren't the top, right? Those guys are, you know, journeyman gatekeepers, whatever you want to call them. No, neither word being disrespectful. Veterans, whatever you want to call those guys. Those are the guys that he's supposed to be getting rounds and passing those tests. But he's passing obviously with flying colors, and obviously Francis in Toronto still on the Frenchman Tony Yoka. We're looking to do a live fight chat for that. It's set to start at 2:30 p.m. We should be available. We're going out to New Orleans but actually in Dallas. What's going on?
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. You want to bet?
You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, good morning.
What up? Good morning, brother.
Hey, run it by me one more time. I really just hopped on. You said, what's my opinion on what?
On the fact that we might never get another Mike Tyson fight in Cali because of the California Athletic State Commission and Andy Foster allegedly trying to build his name off the back of Mike Tyson by downplaying the pay-per-view and putting out false statements and narratives that there wouldn't be any knockouts and that this fight wasn't in fact commissioned by the California State Athletic Commission, when in fact it is, and there will be, and those rules don't exist. The only change in rules are 10 to 12 ounce gloves.
Okay, I wish I'd have heard more, just to, you know, like more of the show, just to have a back and forth about it. I'm curious to know, how is he trying to make his name off? Like, how is he trying to build his name up? I don't understand, how can he build his name up off of that?
I mean, if you lying on a champ, saying that his fight ain't gonna have, like, we never talked about Andy Foster. Now we talking about Andy multiple times. We know now that he's the executive director of California State Athletic Commission. So yeah, he kind of made a name himself by saying that this fight didn't have knockouts. Now people had to read about him.
Well, I'll just make it short and simple. If he putting himself out there, whatever the consequences of him saying what he said and doing what he's doing, they deserve it. Some of these dudes need to stand back and get in the way. That's the problem with boxing nowadays. We got too many people in suits. We got who has an opinion or has a say so to why we can't get certain fights or why we always got questioned in certain fights. That's my call.
All right. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a difficult situation here. You know, this is it's a lot of hearsay, but we're getting it directly from Triller. Now, Francis, I'll say this. That's the common denominator here, is it not?
Yep.
Everything we've reported on in terms of this fight over the last 7 to 10 days has come from Triller.
Yeah.
So again, Coach Mitty, one of our co-hosts, he could be absolutely right, man. He could be right in the sense that this might be a attempt from Triller to draw interest in the fight and get you to purchase the fight. So,
but what more interest did it need to be other than Mike Tyson and Roy Jones?
Well, because
that's what I'm saying.
Look. If you always knew he was going for the knockout, right? And then they tell you, yo, he ain't going for the knockout. And then everybody gets to saying like, yo, how can't he not? Is Iron Mike? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it built that up in them. It's like I told you, legends are trying to tell us, yo, stop expecting 80s and 90s Mike. That's not the Mike we getting.
Nah. Who would have thought that?
Casuals believe that. Casuals believe that. They believe they getting
but that's the nostalgic feel that you need anyways, though. You want him to have that feeling to dress up like, yo.
But that's why Ryan is mad, because he's saying, yo, let these people believe that Mike going out there to kill somebody. What you mean there ain't no knockouts when you know we already talked about this?
Yeah. I agree with it 100%. Like, what? Mike's a killer. Everybody knows that. Like, he kills. That's what he does. Mike Tyson kills. Yeah, I just had to drop that off. Yeah, sorry. I'm crazy, man. They're not trying to make money, huh?
No, I get you. It's just, and I also get the frustration in Ryan, because he's like, bro, you adding confusion to my event, man, and to my potential events, because he's trying to do this Legends League. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of legends I'd like to continue to watch. Why not?
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like to see Rockman and flipping Lennox put on headgear and 16-ounce glove and do one more time.
And I don't think look, there's nothing wrong with headgear, man. You put that headgear on. Shannon. You put that headgear on and you could get a few more years of fun, because it's going to be fun at this point. Obviously, they still going to be competitive, but it's still 2-minute rounds.
I got to cut you off. Because I don't know if you know this, but because I watch other sports, right? I've heard many other athletes say the thing they miss the most is this.
Oh, the applaud.
When you leave the sport, nobody's cheering for you no more. You used to hear 50, 60,000 people. Yeah. Now you don't hear it. Just to get that adrenaline rush one more time, they will do it, bro. And that's what the Legends League kind of provides, that one or two more rush of seeing people come out and dress up and buy your fights and watch. Who cares about the damn headgear? Like, get out your feelings about the headgear.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, look, they're not in their feelings. They looking at their heroes of yesteryear, and they don't want to have them get hurt.
No, I'm talking about the fighters not wanting to put on headgear.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about they got to get out of that, because it's we want to see you live on, but we want to see you compete. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the fun part.
Adrian, Wisconsin, what up?
Another day, man. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and whatnot. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
All right. Man, I just want to see the fight. I don't know how that dude's going to build his name off of, possibly disrespecting Mike Tyson. Obviously, like you said, you've had a few shows about it since all the controversy. I mean, what do they say? All publicity is good publicity, whether it's bad or good. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, they got to buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? We bought the fight. We spent $550. Not $50, $550. And I guarantee you we're going to make that money back and a big profit. I mean, we got people coming out the woodworks who want to see this fight. So I'm just excited to see it, and I hope the Legends League continues with some of these other fighters.
Yeah, man. Listen, I wish I was in Wisconsin for that one, man. I wish it wasn't COVID and it wasn't cold, because imagine being at a bar, that big with that many boxing fans watching a legend. He really is going to bring them out. It's not going to be like watching, Danny versus Zab Judah. This is like Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. So, yeah, man, that sounds like you're going to have some fun. Shout out to your bar. Yo, you never shout out the name, bro. You never know who's listening in Wisconsin. What's the name of the bar? You've never said that, right? Or am I just like blanking?
Hey, bro, it's called The Bar, literally.
Yeah.
Bar, yeah.
You said that once or twice. The Bar. That's right. All right, then. Let's jump on out to the UK zone. Coach Midday.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I know you're booing me because I whipped the fighter's ass, but that's boxing.
On this side of the pond, we're serious. Do you know what I mean? UK Great Britain boxing is on the map.
Oh God, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I'm living in your red zone 3.
Yo, Nez, Francis, everyone, TBV. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, guys. Like, I know, Francis, yours wasn't Thanksgiving, but I still hope you had a good day, man.
Thank you, I did, brother. Thank you.
Yep.
Listen, like, my stance is always going to be the same. And to me, like you said, there are two different entities here. There's the State Athletic Commission, and then there's the promoter. The promoter, Triller, obviously wants to maximize profit. And that's normal. So having a news that there's no knockouts, and if there's a cut, it gets stopped, or any kind of like feeling that this won't be a competitive fight is going to hinder the badge, right? So they have to come and deny it, and they have to promote it like they're going to be a killer knockouts, or Mike is going for blood and stuff like that. I get that. The Athletic State Commission, though, they have to do what's right for them. If you think of other sports, the NFL gets sued like something like 1 billion by players because of concussion and stuff like that, and because they're not following certain protocol. So the guy is kind of protecting his organization by saying that, hey, we've got 2 fighters that are not licensed pros anymore, that are past their prime, and those are the rules for that kind of spectacle. We're going to ensure that you get your entertainment, but it is in a safe environment. Now, they should have probably programmed and coordinated their press release better and make sure that they're in sync with Triller and everyone knows what role they play. But I believe the State Athletic Commission is doing what they need to do for the safety of the fighters, or at the very least for the safety of their own pockets, right? So you don't want to have like any bad repercussion and any, God forbid, if anything bad happens, you're going to have like the same people that wanted to see blood. They'll say, who the hell, sanctioned that fight? Who's that? 54-year-old people and all that. So you're going to have people coming out the woodwork trying to criticize. So they need to protect themselves. That's normal. And again, Triller needs to ensure that the Legends League credibility stays intact, right? So if this is a bad spectacle and it's not competitive, who's going to want to see the next event that they put on, right? So that's why they're just going out there and just saying what they're saying, man. That's my view anyway.
Coach Mitty saying it's propaganda, man. He's saying they're trying to drum up the interest. What you think, Francis?
I agree 100%, man. I agree 100%. I believe that's what they didn't have to do it the way that they're doing it. They're causing more of a controversy than they are anything. It's kind of starting to turn out into a clown show. I guess maybe that's what they want it to be, but they're definitely trying their very best to see if they can get any last stragglers, after the holiday to spend some more money on this fight.
Yo, I just want to say, if you head on over to the boxingvoice.com/store, a lot of us are going to be in Dallas, and you can get 20% off today because it's Black Friday or Cyber Friday, whatever. Cyber savings, dog. Save some savings. 20% off TBV. I actually just put in the order. Obviously, all my Border Wars peoples know I'm getting 3 sent out since I'm gonna be with the crew. I got 3 new hoodies made for Dallas. I know it's gonna be a little bit nippy out there, so you know.
So what? I ain't getting no hoodie. You can tell me I ain't getting no hoodie.
I mean,
I know. The cat got your tongue. I can't get no hoodie. Like my skin
hoodies,
can't touch no hoodie though.
Yo,
my hoodies. You know I ain't got no problem with the bread. Like what's popping?
I ordered my hoodies.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any conversations with y'all to know. I don't even know your size. You used to be 250.
It's me though.
Yo, he was 250 when I met him.
I'm on your helmet. Yeah, I used to be 230.
So 230. I don't even know what size you are.
I'm a medium now. Give me a medium. You know what? It's a sweater, so I'll take a. Nah, give me a medium. Large gonna be too big. Give me a medium.
Yeah.
If you got it in red,
Cyber Monday, man. Cyber
Monday.
Today ain't Friday. What's today, man? Is today Friday?
Yeah, today is Friday.
Cyber
TGIF.
Friday,
Thank God it's Friday.
Cyber Friday, man. So you just put Cyber 2020, man. You know what I'm saying? We got them fly Border Wars hoodies if you're a Border Wars fighter. You know, you could just come through, get the little boxing voice if that's what you do. You know what I mean? I got the new one, fighter, and the definition of it. You feel me? Yeah.
You hear what I said, though?
What you said, though?
I want it in red.
Oh, I got one in red. Let me see where mine's at. What'd I get?
That's my favorite color, so I need it in red. And
Let me see. But anyway, we're going to get to some callers and then go back to that. Juan in the BX, what up, though? Got on car. What up, bro? What's up, man? What's happening? Juan in the BX. Going once, twice. We going out to Keem. Oh, there you go. What up? Juan.
What's good, fellas?
Got on car.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Tyson and Royce is definitely gonna be big. Those are 2 people that anybody above their 38s, 35s, whatever, they know they wanted to see them fight when they were younger and shit. So hopefully they do give us a show. Anyway, good show, fellas. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yo, Keem, while I'm going through the Border Wars right here, and I see this picture of you with dreads. Oh, man, hilarious!
You see that? Yeah.
I ain't see that till today, bro. Yo, he really was out there on some Trick Daddy. Yo, Florida influenced the hell out your ass. Damn. Let me see where this other picture I'm looking for, man. But anyway, let's go out to Florida Zone, man. The Rastafarian, man. Why you cut it, yo?
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, he got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
The winner by unanimous decisions is Keem the Dream of Florida.
Yo, what up, good morning, y'all. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, man, I had to cut the locks, man. You know, I wasn't living right, man. So I had to get rid of them, man. They were there for a purpose, but yeah, man. Listen, this Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. I never understood the whole no knockouts thing, anyways, man. Because it's like, how you gonna tell somebody? It just didn't make sense. Like, how you gonna tell somebody no knockouts? Like, how you gonna stop a knockout if you get caught with a shot and you go down, you get caught. Like, that's just how that goes. But yeah, I'm getting excited for this Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, man. Like I said, I got a friend of mine who done bought one of them big old 120-inch projectors, and he's gonna put the fighter in his backyard in a big old movie screen, man. So it's gonna be cool, man. It should be fun to sit back and chill and get to watch that fight, man. But that's really all I got on this, man. I'm waiting for this pound for pound talk, this Canelo talk, man.
Yo, you actually look like J. Cole.
Man, you know how often I used to get, or the weekend. I remember I hit downtown Orlando on Halloween, and everybody used to be like, yo, what you dressed as the weekend? I was like, man, get out of here, man. Y'all wildin'. But yeah, I would get to J. Cole all the time. I hated that, man.
Oh, that's
but
hilarious. All right, champ. Yeah, man, for those people still saying Jesus 550 to Adrian in Wisconsin, you got to remember, he has a bar, fellas. He's got a bar, so, you know, it's totally different, you know, the cost of a pay-per-view when you have a bar. So, yeah, that being said.
Ohio Runs Boxing with the super chat, giving you the palms up emoji 3 times. Shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing.
There you go.
On the super chat.
There you go. So I screen shared 2 of the hoodies, man. This is very difficult because I didn't find I just went straight to my email, you know. But these are 2 of them, you know, and I ain't really gonna show you the other one. You know what I mean? You just gotta see me in Dallas, man, for real. Dunsky. But let's see who we got. Oh, it's Fire Flame in the building. What up? You need an intro. It'd be like, fire, man. Fire, man. Now, I'm showing my age with the old Lil Wayne. Yo, is that not real? Real? Uh-oh. Am I wrong? What the fuck? Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's definitely work. He must be on the mountains. You know, he in Mexico.
Yeah.
His run on and stuff like that. Let me double check though. 505. I thought that was real. Yeah, I'm pretty much right. That is definitely him. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We hear you now.
Oh shit, I have my phone on mute. My fault.
Alright.
Hey, I had a question though. Them hoodies that you posted for Dallas, is that like something? What's that? You giving those away at Border Wars or what?
What? You want more free shit? Damn.
I ain't never got no free shit. You
about to get a lot of free shit this season. That's what I'm saying. These fighters are the first fighters getting gloves and headgear. That's enough. That's like a $400 right there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the hoodies we purchased them, they're in Dallas.
Nah, that's on the website, champ. I just showed y'all the ones I bought for myself.
I like that fighter hoodie. That boy sweet. That boy sweet.
You like that, right? You like that.
Yeah.
You gotta get this win though. If you don't get this win, you can't really wear that hoodie, man. I'm 4-0, so I get to wear that hoodie, man.
Oh, so you telling me if I get the win, I get it for free?
I like how you did that. So how's training camp, champ? Man, you one of the first, man. Look, you told me one day, like, yo, I'm the future of Border Wars, man. And guess what? The news done picked this man up. His name is Terrell Harris. Local New Mexico news picked him up. He's being trained by Hector Munoz for this Border Wars fight. He's the main event, taking on Marvin the Tank Furman, who's also being trained at Errol Spence's old gym on, man. So these dudes turned it up for this fight. How's New Mexico? Not New Mexico, but rather Mexico, because that's where you took it for training camp. Have you been there before in that particular part?
No, that was absolutely not. That was my first time ever in Mexico. It was a great training camp. I was in the Namaquita area in El Torero, where it's just like a lot of dust and wind. And we also went to the main city of Chihuahua. I got to get some sightseeing and, experience a few things, but for the most part, it was hell. Hell in a good way, you know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed the camp. And, yeah, man, we just looking forward to December 5th at this point. Nice. I mean, I'm ready. I'll be in Dallas, ready for it. I went through the storm already, so, the hard part over.
So those pictures were from the pictures that you've been posting on your Instagram. Tell everybody the name of that Instagram.
Oh yeah, my Instagram is @fireflame313. Most of the pictures, like the professional pictures that I posted, is from the Sanchez Brothers Gym. That's out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So when I win the titles and I get to defend at home, that'll be the gym that Border Wars is welcome to come to. It's a great gym. I've been getting some good work here in New Mexico as well. For my camp, I've sparred all pros. I don't want to give too much away, but I've sparred all pros, no amateur fighters. So, yeah, I'm just sharpening up my tools. That's really it.
That's what's up. And that photographer was from the local news channel, or you hired the photographer?
No, actually, her name is Brianna Choi. You can follow her on Instagram at Brianna Choi. She is just a friend of Hector Munoz. I met her through Hector, and she had come to training camp, you know what I'm saying, to get a little light workout with us because we have people that come to the training camp and work out sometimes. And she just offered. She was like, "Real, if you want me to, I could do these photography photos for you. My sister can do. I mean, I could do the film editing. My sister can do the photos." Shout out to Hannah Choi, her sister. She does the photography, and Brianna does the filming. So yeah, there's more to come. It's just getting better from here. So yeah, it was a real blessing for her to look out for me with that. But yeah, she just reached out to me, and that's how I was able to do it. But it was completely separate from the news channel.
And the last name is Choi, spelled how?
CHOY. Hannah Choi, and I think it's one word on Instagram, and Brianna Choi. They're sisters. They both go to UNM. They're film design school out here in New Mexico. They go to a university for it.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to get that from you. I can't find it, but
I sent you her link for her Instagram inside the chat.
yeah, the pictures were very.
But yeah, man,
the pictures were very nice, though. You looked official, man. They were really nice shots. That's why I even asked. I thought you might have hired them. Good to hear that you got that done pro bono. And
thanks,
works.
Mr. Gibbs. Appreciate you.
Man, that those pictures looked at fire, bro. For real. And the little video they made for your Instagram, where it was kind of like I don't know if it was video or pictures in a video, but that was pretty dope too, man. They did their thing.
Thank you. I just want to touch up on the. I've been out the country, so I haven't been able to call in. I just want to touch in on one thing. I seen Marvin's Unguarded, and I gotta say I'm a little disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I'm disappointed in what I heard.
By what?
I mean, I just feel dude contradicted himself in so many ways. The first thing is he calls out my trainer and says he respects Hector Munoz. But then again, he's uncomfortable with me going to Mexico. First of all, it was my trainer's idea to bring me to an uncomfortable environment so that I wouldn't have the comfort for the fight. So if you respect Hector Munoz's methods as a trainer and as a fighter, then you will understand that it was his idea to go to Mexico. So you can't respect him and then speculate like I have to cheat against somebody like you. You're not even a decorated amateur. So for him to, it rubs me the wrong way for him to come on me like that.
Listen, but that was jokey, man. People do that to Canelo all day, and this is what I'm saying. This is what, but I gotta let you go, Rel. We're gonna have to say that for Saturday's episode of Border Wars. But this is what I say, that this opportunity you guys get in Border Wars allows you to really live the life of a fighter, and you see how the interviews affect you. The social media affects you, and now you're getting to see what it is a fighter. What do they go through? Now you see, right? Now he says something about your trainer who you feel linked to, and it affects you. So taking this Border Wars journey is a very important process. In depending on the level of fan that you are, you know what I mean? It may be necessary for some of us. It definitely was necessary for me to get rid of certain words from my vocabulary when talking about fighters. You definitely learn to appreciate what it is that every and anybody who steps in that ring can do. Majid, talk to us.
Hey, what up, man? Yeah, I ain't even gonna sit here and talk like I know what the fuck is going on and everything. So everybody need to like the video, subscribe, and join Patreon for something. And if anybody got anything bad to say as far as the promoters, the people that's running the TV and everything, fuck you, pay them. You know what I'm saying? The event happening, can't slow it down, but I do feel like he making his name famous because I ain't heard about him until now. But that's all I got.
And that's what's Ryan Kavanaugh's point, man. Like, I mean, obviously I've heard of Andy. And I think we've spoken about the other one. Isn't his name Bennett, maybe, from Nevada? And those guys,
Bob Bennett?
I'm assuming that's a Nevada guy. And those guys are the most popular because those are the biggest, two of the biggest commissions. Out of the three, I would say maybe Texas. I mean, I said three, but maybe two of the biggest commissions out there. But maybe New York and Texas might be similar. Even New York is smaller, but we put on a lot of shows. Yeah. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's talk to Chicago. Steve. Just listening?
Steve
in Chicago. There you go.
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingWiz.com.
Yeah, good morning.
What up?
Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, it's funny how this thing keeps on twisting and turning.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I really don't have a lot to say on it. I'd like, and I told you this in the past, I'd like for you to get one of those guys on here to interview him. Either Andy from California or even that guy from Nevada. It'd be interesting to interview them and get some stuff out of them.
Yeah, we can try.
I've heard of Andy on some other. He does interviews. I don't know how hard he is to get, but I heard him one time on another podcast. So he has done interviews.
Yeah, I'm sure he just need his contact, man. All these guys don't mind talking.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right. Let's see here.
Who next on the docket?
Stick Talk Boxing. What up? Stone. Oh, Stick Talk. What up? I'm always thinking you're not talking, man. My bad.
Oh, nah, man. Y'all had a good show, man. I ain't got no complaints. Y'all keep doing.
All right. Stone Bone. Colorado.
Stone Bone.
What up?
What up?
What up? Yeah, man. I wonder what's gonna be in the news. When is the fight? When is that fight?
Tomorrow.
All right, so I want to. Yeah, so we got 2 more news cycles. So around 5 o'clock, something else gonna happen. Then Saturday morning, we got about 3-4 news cycles. You know, we're gonna hear some type of the pay-per-views are too many people trying to order. We had to delay the fight by 12 minutes to let more people order the pay-per-view. It's finna, listen, all of this is just drama to keep building up what's finna be a big event. Shout out to them for putting it on. And Roy Jones in 3. Like what Izzy always say, Pulev in 3. Roy Jones stops him. I picked the stoppage. He's stopping him fast. Tyson gonna quit on the stool like he did against McBride and the rest of them guys. And what came somebody want to talk about the pound for pound talk? We've been talking about Bud all month. And we finna talk about Daniel Jacobs. Canelo and this clause is nothing. I'll holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Yeah, man. I love it. I can't wait for some Canelo talk. What are we doing at 11 a.m.? 11 a.m. Join us. We back at 11, then we back at 1:30, and we should be doing the Frenchman, Mitty's uncle, Tony Yoka, at 2:30. But it's probably gonna be more like 3.
3 o'clock, man.
3 o'clock, right? Because it's, they probably. I doubt that they're gonna give us an undercard though, man. Let's go out to New Jersey. I mean, what up?
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Hey, top of the morning, TBV family. We got a nice, exciting weekend, a lot of action going on. Just real quick, man, I don't want to hold the line, but look, it sounds like somebody just salty because what we're realizing is, yo, promoters ain't worth a damn. It's the fighters still make the fight. Roy Jones and Mike Tyson is on schedule. They bubbling on a pay-per-view even more so than some current day fighters. So I think that in of itself, it's messing up the model. Promoters is used to just stifling the fighters and sticking their hand in the cookie jar, but you can't do that with these two big name stars. And it's just causing a lot of friction that there's so much money on the table. So it's just people that's not getting in the ring stirring the pot unnecessarily. And I hope that by the time Saturday, tomorrow morning comes, that for some strange reason the fight is still on and it's not off. I hope they don't do, nothing crazy, yo. That's it. That's my call.
All right.
Who next?
JT, New Orleans. What up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll tell you this, mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Alrighty. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Yo, what's up, y'all? We talking about this Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah. Biggest fight in boxing.
No, it's not. This biggest fight to the casual fans that only know about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. That's what's kind of sad. That bring a lot of fans back to it because they just heard them two big names instead of all these young bucks they got fighting. But I'm like Keem too. Like, man, how can you not get a knockdown in a fight? Mike Tyson got to only go 25-50%. Roy Jones can only go 50%. Cause I only see Mike Tyson.
That don't exist anymore. That's what this show is about. Ryan Kavanaugh is the one of the producers over at Triller, and he's saying that all these lies were made up to build the name of the executive director at the State Athletic Commission of California, Andy Foster's name off the back of Tyson's name, basically dumbing down a pay-per-view, but that's all false because California is superseding the fight. They are going to be at the fight. They have sanctioned and they will have referees outside of the WBC's 3 ex-fighter judges. So, yeah, this guy's pretty pissed off at those guys, and he's saying he'll never bring back Tyson to Cali if Tyson fights again, because they're doing the Legends League.
Pretty much, he's saying smarten up.
Oh, so you saying all that was fictional? So they can't have a knockdown and all that, correct?
Yeah. They got absolutely knocked down. It's the only boxing rule that's changed is they not fighting in 10s, they fighting in 12s, and that's why the guy's mad. He's like, yo, they approved this fight. It's under their rules. They're superseding it. The only rule that was changed was the 10 to 12s, and then he joked it off and said that's like putting a piece of tissue in between Tyson and Roy.
Well, I don't have a problem with the 12s due to their little age and stuff like that. I know that's going up and stuff because they are older, but it's probably gonna be a knockdown or a knockout. I got Mike Tyson winning the fight.
Yeah, man. I would have said 16s, man. Even 20s, just for protection, Like if they insisted, right? Like you said, some of these guys don't want to put on headgear because they pros and all that. They ego. I will raise the size of the gloves. And even that is going to be a muff because, we seeing knockouts with 16s and headgear, man. Imagine pros that know how to put it together. No matter how old you are, you still know how to put it together, man. But it looks like we got boomerangs to get to. I mean, what up? At work. All right. J-Mac, boomerang.
Yo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you be too quick. You gotta give at least 10 seconds for somebody to get to their phone, man. Like just listening to it, man. I don't agree with you with the 16s and the 20, man. I know we do when doing border wars. I know you trying to protect them. It's a certain them ounces matters, and
Yeah, make your hands heavier.
it does. Yeah, make your hands heavier. Plus, it takes away from the idea of training. Like you training all training camp for 16 ounces to keep training with heavier gloves to help you get in condition and get in shape. And then when you put the lighter gloves on, it just makes your punches a little less sluggish, more effective.
Yeah.
I'm not big on I don't care about the 10 or the 12 difference in between with Tyson and them. Like I said on my call earlier, I feel like it got too.
Cut it.
Stone Bone.
What up? Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a few more breaking news. And who is this dude? What are you? The California athletic commissioner or something?
Andy Foster is, and that's the person that allegedly, released the comment saying that there won't be knockdowns and there were all those rules. Ryan Kavanaugh is the one of the producers over at Triller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but like you said about Bob Bennett. Bob Bennett is a longtime Washington politician. He's been worked in the White House. He's been a Congress, Senate. He's been in all of that. So now, and he's been in the Department of Justice. So a lot of these guys are political guys. They used to being politicians. So anytime they get a big event, to let it be known that they're the commissioner, they're gonna show their face. They're gonna put their name out there, and I feel like it was almost necessary for them to lie at first, to say, look, man, granddad them ain't gonna kill each other. Granddad them is gonna have a good.
Cut it.
Yo, he said granddad.
Granddad.
And I guess I know where he's going, man. You gotta soften the blow for the people, man. At the end of the day, these are two nostalgic legends, and no one wants to see them hurt. I mean, you avail for your boomerang? All right. Listen, catch us at 11. We're going to be talking pound for pound, King Nello, and the fact that there's no rehydration clause with his seriously dangerous fight with Callum Smith, known as the number 168 pounder out there. He is, definitely the WBA super champion, Muhammad Ali trophy winner.
Put some respect on that man's name.
And the diamond belt winner, holder, as well as the Ring Magazine title holder as well. Crawford and Tyson Fury love those. So, you got to respect those. You don't just get those to get those. You know what I mean? You get those because you are the man that beat the man. The 1 and 2 fought. That's right. The 1 and 2. So now Canelo wants to take out the 1. And then we're going to be talking about that at 11. And then after that, we'll be right back at 1:30 with an episode on Daniel Jacobs and Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado! I was torn. I'm like, damn, I might have to hit up Jacobs and, wish him luck and be like, I'm not picking. I fuck with both of y'all.
I'm not picking.
I know nobody's giving Gabe a shot, man. But Gabe is he's our modern day Rocky, man. He ain't got that Apollo Creed win just yet. You know what I'm saying? But he's our modern day Rocky, man. We gotta let him try to be great. This is taking place at 168. Jacobs, I watched all the build-up stuff. Anyway, we'll talk about it. 1:30. Join us here. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for some crazy reason. I'm blaming it on the algorithm. I'm saying it's the algorithm not allowing us to get to that goal of 118,000. I'm not blaming you guys. I know that you're subscribing because the other day we was like at 117,092, and then all of a sudden I woke up and 40 people bounced on me. Yo, what the hell? But listen.
A straight algorithm right there.
Go ahead, man. Hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Join us here in about 38 minutes for another show where we're talking Canelo. Then we'll be right back at 1:30 again with Jacobs Rosado. And then we'll be back again at 3 with a live fight chat for Tony Yoka. Shout out to Coach Smitty, the Frenchman, man. We out. Peace.
Peace, yo. Next.